Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me in Mrs. Lander's library. Yesterday was kind of a rough start. And for anyone out there watching, you might know that I had been a teacher in the past. So I would normally tell my students that, a lot of things are hard before they get easy. So you can see that my background is a little bit different. I had a chance to play with the lights. I looked at more of the buttons on the live stream screen so that I could be more in control. So it's a work in progress. And I'm really glad that you decided to come back. Yesterday, we started third grade Angels. And in that story, a class of third graders is starting a brand new year. They have a new teacher named Mrs. Sims, and she has spent the morning explaining to them that this year they will be earning their angel halos for all of the great behavior and positivity that they show in their classroom. So I hope if you're having those conversations in your classroom, that you have some great ideas to take to your peers and your teachers to help make your classroom and this school year the best that it can possibly be, no matter what grade that you're in. So let's get going for today. We'll read chapters 3 through 4. So let's see what happens. Chapter 3 is called Boink, Bunk. Boink. I heard the word and felt something hit the back of my head at the same time. I turned. It was Joseph. What was that? I said. This, he said. He held out a pack of gummy bears. Take one. Nah, I said, because I don't like gummy bears. And then, for some strange reason, I heard myself say okay. And I was reaching out and taking a green one. Thanks. No problem. He took one, a red one, and stuffed the pack in his pocket. So, George, what do you think of all this angel bunk? It's not George, I told him. It's Suds. George is just on my birth certificate. I know what you mean, he said. I'm Joey. He sneered. I hate Joseph. Teachers always do that. He held out a fist. I stared at it. Bump me, dude, he said. Oh, I said, and I bumped him. I guess I did it right because the laugh, he didn't laugh or sneer. It was my first ever fist bump. So he said again, what do you think of all this angel bunk? I'd heard him the first time. I didn't know what to say because, to tell the truth, I didn't think it was bunk. I didn't recognize the word bunk, but it sounded bad. Oh, I don't know, I said. Where's it all come from? He said. I recited the chant for him. I stopped at third grade angels. He sneered. He wagged his head. Dumb. We didn't do nothing like that at my school. I was thinking, this is your school now. But I said, what was that? He gave me a name I had never heard of and said, so what's fourth grade? Rats, I said. His whole face changed, like he'd just ripped open the best birthday gift he ever got. Whoa, rats, cool. I'm going to like next year. I'm not, I thought. We were standing by the fence near the swings. I saw you looking at her, he said. Huh? I said, even though I knew exactly what he was talking about. He chuckled. Don't pretend. He poked me in the arm. And don't look away. You were looking at her the whole time. Who? I said. The hottie, he said, grinning. He nodded toward the girl on the swing. What's her name? Judy Billings. So you like her, huh? Heck no, I said. I was not, I said. He laughed. He poked me again. Things were getting complicated. I started to walk away. He grabbed my arm. Hey, he said. Who's that? He was pointing to a big kid sitting at the bottom end of the sliding board. A line of kids was waiting at the top to slide down, but nobody was telling the big kid to move. Gerald Willis, I said. The kid you were talking about in class? Yeah, he's in fifth grade. He was a rat last year? Yeah. There's a picture. There he goes. Schoolyard bullies. Let's see what happens. Was he the boss rat? Well, yeah, I guess so, I said. The way Joey was looking at Gerald Willis, I could tell he wanted to be a boss rat someday. Then suddenly he was running across the playground to the sliding board. He pushed his way to the top of the ladder, threw it out his hands, and yelled, "Geronimo!" and slid down right into the back of Gerald Willis. It was like a monkey crashing into a gorilla. Gerald Willis didn't flinch. Joey, faster than you could think, hopped with both feet onto Gerald's shoulders, pushed off, and hit the ground running. Gerald Willis was screaming bad words after him, but Joey was only laughing. By the time he got back to me, his face was red and his eyes were flashing. He was gasping for breath. Everybody was staring, including Judy Billings. Her swing wasn't moving. And then Joey was walking over to her. He stood in front of her, still gasping, kind of hunched over. She stared at him. Her mouth was open. He turned back to me. His face was grinning. His arm came up and was pointing at me. He squeezed out the words between gasps. He loves you. Uh-oh. Cringe. Oh, the stuff nightmares are made of. His crushed nose. Judy didn't move at first, like she didn't hear him. Then her head started turning real slow till it stopped at me. Her face was still the same, boggled, like she was in the front row at a movie. The only other thing that moved was Gerald Willis, who was heading for Joey. I went into a coma, and then the school bell was ringing, and kids were running for the door. Chapter 4, Tub Talk. What a day. It felt like a chipmunk was darting around inside me trying to get out. Chipmunky, Mom calls it. As soon as I got home, I headed straight upstairs. I turned on the bath water and poured in bubble tubble. 2 minutes later, I was in the tub and the soap bubbles were rising like snow around me. This is what I do when I need to calm down. It was Mom's idea from when I was little. It's how I got the name Suds. My mother came in. She always seems to know when I'm in the suds. Chipmunky, she said. Yeah, I said. She put the toilet lid down and sat. And only the first day of school? I never had such a crazy first day, I told her. Or any day. She scooped a handful of suds and blew them at me. I laughed. Already the chipmunk was slowing down. She saw my tugboat and dinosaur on the shelf. Wow, she said. You must have been in a big hurry. You forgot your pals. Want them? I nodded. She dumped them into the tub. They sunk into the suds. So, she said, want to tell me about it? I told her about it. When I'm in the suds, I tell everything. I told her about Mrs. Sims saying, "Welcome, Angel George," and shaking my hand and talking to us about how we were going to be angels. I told her how we laughed a lot and that Mrs. Sims took out the halo and that we had to earn our halos and that she believed every one of us would do it and she wondered who would be the first. And I kept blurting out stuff, I told her, without even raising my hand. She looked surprised. Really? That doesn't sound like you. You're not a blurter. I know, I said, but I was today. Then I told her about the new kid, Joey. I think he's a troublemaker. Really? She said. How so? Well, he whispers stuff in class and he kind of talks like an older kid and he doesn't want to be an angel. I suddenly remembered. He called Judy Billings a hottie. Mom didn't look impressed. I think Mrs. Sims can handle him. I don't think he's even afraid of Mrs. Sims, I told her. I don't think he's afraid of anybody. Do tell. You know what he did on the playground at recess? I can't wait. He slid down the sliding board right into Gerald Willis, and then he jumped off Gerald's shoulders and ran away laughing. My. She still didn't seem impressed. Mom, do you hear what I'm saying? Gerald Willis! She touched her ears and quick pulled her hands away. Oh, my ears are burning. I laughed, then stopped. But that wasn't the main thing, I said. So, what was the main thing? I'll show you the picture first. I reached deep into the suds for my dinosaur. I took a deep breath. Joey told Judy Billings, I love her. Mom's eyebrows went up. That was the only hint that she was impressed. Then she gave a shrug. So, what's the big deal? You've been in love with Judy Billings since first grade. I screamed, Mom! She patted my head. Calm down, boy. Don't scream at your mother. Did I just say something that's not true? Did I lie? All I could do was stare at her. She does this to me. She tricks me with words. She laughed. What you're trying to say is, Mom, that's not the point. She pressed the end of my nose with a sudsy fingertip. Right? Right, I said. That's not the point. So, Kokomo, what is the point? The point is, he said it. He said it out loud to her. And you don't want her to know it? No, I said. Why would I? But to tell her you love her, you tell her you love her in every Valentine's Day card. Sometimes even my own mother can be dumb. Mom, that's Valentine's Day. She nodded. Oh, right, I forgot. So I said, you see the problem? She nodded. I do. What's going to happen when I go to school tomorrow? When she sees me? She looked at me. Well, let me ask you a question. What are you afraid is going to happen? I tried to think about it, but I wasn't having any luck. I don't know, I said. Something really bad. Want to hear what I predict? What? I predict nothing will happen. I stared at her. Nothing? Nothing. Zero. Zip. Her face tilted. You don't believe me? I shrugged. She laughed. Sudsy, Sudsy, why are you always complaining to me about Judy Billings? I tried to think. I don't know. She pressed my nose again. She ignores you. She doesn't smile at you. She doesn't say hello. She does if I say hello first, I said. Okay, but basically she ignores you, right? It was true. I just didn't like hearing it from my mother. I guess, I said. My mother smacked her knee and stood up. Okay, then. So, I predict, she held up one finger, nothing bad will happen. Judy Billings will not laugh at you. She will not spit on you. Nothing will change. Judy Billings will simply ignore you like she always has. I felt better. I also predict, she held up two fingers, you will stop chipmunking about it. And my final prediction, three fingers, is that you and Judy Billings and everybody else will forget about who loves who because you're all too busy being superstar angels. She opened the bathroom door. She sent me a thumbs up. Got it? I sent a thumbs up back to her. Got it. She left. I settled deeper into Bubble Tubble. I wasn't sure if I believed all of her predictions, but I did believe one. Already, the chipmunk was gone. All right, guys. Chapter 5 is called The Hat. We'll start there next time we're together. Okay, I wonder what will happen with Suds and Judy and Gerald. Okay, until next time.